13. Life of the people in Maharashtra. The Hinduvi Swaraj, formed by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, was a state for the people, founded with the noble intention of the welfare of common people, removal of oppression, and the protection of Maharashtra Dharma. In the period after Shivaji Maharaj, Maratha power spread to all parts of India. It lasted for about 150 years. We gathered information about the Maratha administration in the last few chapters. In this chapter, we shall study the social conditions and life of the people in that period. Social conditions. Agriculture and occupations based on agriculture were the major sources of production at the village level. The Patil was responsible for the protection of the village and the Kulkarni handled the revenue. The Patil received land as inam for his work as a Patil. He also received a part of the village revenue. The Balutedas were paid in kind in the form of objects, food grains, etc. for the work they did for the village people. The village occupations were divided into Kali and Pandhari. Peasants worked in their fields in the Kali, land, earth, or soil, and others in Pandhari within the village precincts. It was considered important to conduct the affairs of the village with mutual understanding. Joint family system was prevalent. Do you know there were 12 Balutedas such as the blacksmith, carpenter, potter, goldsmith, etc. in a village. They worked for the village people. Customs and traditions. Child marriages were prevalent. It was acceptable to have many wives. There are a few examples of widow marriages in this period. To perform the last rites, burning, burial, and immersion methods were used as per tradition. Murat or auspicious occasion were sought for every little thing and also to open battles. People believed in dreams and omens. Anushtans were performed to avoid the wrath of gods and planets. Charitable deeds were also done for the same purpose. People believed in astrology. There was a general lack of a scientific attitude, and offerings to God, Navas, were considered more important than medical treatment. Standard of living. A majority of people lived in villages. The villages were mostly self-sufficient. Only salt had to be imported from other places. The needs of farmers were limited. They grew jowar, bajra, wheat, ragi, nachni, maize, rice, and other grains in their fields. The daily diet consisted of bhakri, onion, chutney, and an accompaniment. Barter system was used for everyday transactions. Village houses were simple mud and brick construction. Paras with 1 or 2 stories were seen in cities. Rice, dal, chapatis, vegetables, salads, milk, and dahi products were mainly included in the rich people's diet. Men wore a dhoti, kurta, angrakha, and mondes. Women wore 9-yard saris and blouses. Festivals. People celebrated Gudi Padwa, Nag Panchami, Bel Bola, Dasara, Diwali, Makar Sankrant, Holi, Eid, and other festivals. In the Peshwa period, Ganesh Utsav was celebrated in many homes. The Peshwa himself being a devotee of Ganesha, these celebrations acquired importance. Every year, these celebrations lasted from Bhadrapad Chaturthi up to Anant Chaturdashi. Dasara being considered as one of the 3.5 most auspicious occasions. Many new things were started on this day. Weapons were offered puja, and it was customary to cross the boundaries ceremoniously, see Molangana, and distribute apta leaves on Dasara. The Marathas launched their campaigns after Dasara. During Diwali, Bali Patripada, and Bhau Beej celebrations had special importance. In most of the villages, fairs were held. Wrestling bouts were a common feature of the fairs, jatras. Goodies were raised to celebrate Gudi Padwa. Celebrations included entertainment programs like songs and dances. Tamasha was a popular form of entertainment. Education. Pathshalas and madrasas were the institutes that imparted education. Reading, writing, and arithmetic was taught at home. The Modi script was used in most transactions. Travels and communications. Transport was carried out by roads, through ghats, and cross bridges on rivers. Cloth, food, grains, groceries were transported by loading them on the backs of bullocks. Small boats were used in rivers. Messengers and camel riders carried letters to and fro. Sports. Various sports were popular in this period. They were a means of entertainment. Wrestling and martial arts were very popular. Malkham and Dand, Lathi, Dandpatta, Bodhati were practiced. Hututu, Kho-Kho, Atyapatya were the popular outdoor games, and chess, Ganjifa, dice were popular indoor games. Religion and conduct. The two major religions seen in this period were Hindu and Muslim. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had a liberal religious policy. The general understanding was that everyone should follow their own religion and should not impose it on others. The government gave grants to pathshalas, temples, madrasas, and mosques. Followers of both religions took part in the celebration of each other's festivals. Varkari, Mahanubhav, Datta, Nath, and Ramdasi Pants were prevalent. Students, if you like the video, do subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications.